ready to count those launch. Say go or no go. OTC. Go. EDC. You gotta go. EDC. Go. Don't be up. Mike.
Minus 2.
Ready to count those launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
EDC. You gotta go. EDC. Go. Don't be up. Mike.
Minus 2.
Ready to count those launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
EDC. You gotta go. EDC. Go. Don't be up. Mike.
Minus 2.
count those launch, say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
QVC.
You gotta go.
Don't be it. Mike.
Minus 2.
Yeah, I know. I know. It feels weird. Yeah, it does. It does feel weird. Yeah, it does. Isn't it a little weird? It's a little weird. Yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah. Looking back on the whole year, kind of just soaking in everything we've done. Well, I mean, the concept of time is completely irrelevant to me because, you know, being an alien and immortal, well, you're only immortal by, like, age. You're not immortal by, like, other beings. You could still get killed. I could. But I don't take that risk. Because I'm smart. Is that what you call it? Yes, that's what I call it. Anyhow. Still can't believe we've done so much, though, this year. Well, you know, in 2023, yeah. Yeah, we really did a lot. Yeah. We did, huh? Yeah, we really did. My God. I mean, there's so much we could talk about. Yeah. So much. Oh. Where do you want to begin? We could, I guess, start with me. Let's start with you. You've had a lot of adventures this year. I have. Some of them are very weird and interesting, but weird. For example, I didn't know that, you know, at one point in the past, you actually were part of the Yakuza. Yeah, I guess I forgot to mention that to you, huh, at some point. Yeah, good to know that my best friend and my romantic interest and my partner in crime and the love of my life, you know, was at one point part of a, you know, very famous criminal organization. Wow. But by all means, there's no irony whatsoever in that statement at all. Oh, shut up. Oh, no. You eat your popcorn. I will. It's good popcorn. It is good popcorn. Going back into the past to see things from a different perspective is certainly new for you. Yeah, I don't talk about my time a lot with Operation Grunge. Yeah, so you were gone for 6 weeks this year. I was. I for the first 3 weeks, uh, out of that 6 week gap, basically what I did was I went back in time to a point where I got to see how I affected the lives of 2 kids, their families, and a rock monster and his brother. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, very interesting concept, is it not? Yeah, very, very, very interesting concept. Did not know that rock-like aliens also decided to leave their planet and go and live on another one in the supposed past. Well, not necessarily the past. Again, this all takes place, you know, in the past in a the point is this all took place before I met you. Yeah, no, I get that. So, yeah. So, yeah. But you were part of the Yakuza at one point. Yeah. Yeah, I was. So, very interesting footnote. Yep. Turns out your famous guitar was actually made as a fusion between someone's NO and someone's katana. Yeah, no, yeah, I learned a little more about where the katana came from. I learned a little more about the kid that I helped, Shinpachi, and his dad, who was a sushi chef, who was like a really good sushi chef. He did make good sushi. Wish I could have tried it, but yeah. So, but yeah, there was that, and dealing with the fact that I guess when I first met the kid, I didn't think anything of it. I just kind of knew he had NO and, awakened it, and hopefully I could use it to my advantage to kind of, sort of, get Adamisk. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. So, remind me again how you did it? Oh, so there is a thumb drive that I disguised as sushi. And the robot who works with the with Medical Mechanica, basically, they were going to discuss, Armro's arrival on planet, the EBI, who's, interestingly enough, we find out that Armro's position with the Bureau investigation is also connected to the FBI. Yeah, I did not know that. So, yeah, apparently going back in the past and reviewing the whole context of everyone's lives and watching all the new footage and the new context and seeing how I affected these kids and these kids' lives were affected by me was why I was gone for 3 weeks. Yeah, interesting. You don't realize how much you affect people's lives spiritually, mentally, and emotionally and physically until you really see everything play out for yourself. Yeah, very interesting prospect. But yeah, basically, I slipped the robot from Medical Mechanica a thumb drive that had a virus on it disguised as sushi. He ate the thumb drive, and the computer virus forced him to execute a countdown activation of the Medical Mechanica plant, which causes, you know, everybody to abandon the planet, and basically it causes Adamisk to finally show up. Yeah. Interesting. Also, I didn't know that your Rickenbacker guitar, again, was a combination of Shin's Eno and Shinari's katana. Yeah, I did not know that, Orinoko's dad, was a blacksmith who forged the katana, um, basically. Yeah. All because she helped you repair your Vespa. In exchange, you helped her find parts, which helped find iron, which she used to help her dad create a katana. Yeah, interesting. Funny how one little act of kindness goes a long way. Yeah. I mean, I could have told you that, but. Yeah, but sometimes it's nice to be reminded. This is true. Oh, by the way, if our audio sounds a little odd, transmitting is because we're testing a new audio transmitter that a certain someone got for Christmas. It is a good Christmas gift, yes. So, we'll crank the audio just slightly. Perfect. Just don't scream because then we're going to hear it and it's going to go, ah. No, I know. So, think of this more as like a extended recap of the year. Pion. That makes sense. At least I think. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, turns out Shonari is a Rockian who is a alien literally compiled of strong rocks. His parents died 5 years ago when he was 10, and ever since he's been looked after by his older brother. And it turns out while fighting the Yakuza, his older brother died. Also, his older brother was an alcoholic and received brain damage from all the drinking. So that's a little dark. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Yeah, just a wee bit. So there's that. Yeah. But because of the blade that Orinoco created for Shonari, he was able to fight off the rest of the Yakuza and fight off the fleet of bureau agents at the same time and completely wreck house. Yeah, essentially. Yeah. So, yeah. Very dark time in my life. Yeah. Interesting, since this takes place all before Classic Yes, this also takes place before alternative, which we'll discuss that in a moment too. Yes. And then you also learned about Orinoco, who I don't know if you knew this after rewatching the transmission while you were gone for 3 weeks, but did you know everything about her mom? No. When I found out from the new footage I saw while I was gone for 3 weeks, I cried. That made me really sad. Yeah. Um I didn't realize her mother passed away like that. I think it was shortly after giving birth to her. Yeah. 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 So also doesn't help that the medical mechanica plant activated and because of me and was starting to make its way towards her house. So yeah. Also her dad died. Yeah, it turns out he was pretty ill. He fortunately passed shortly after completing and making the katana. Yeah. So all these poor kids have kind of tragic, messed up lives at home and backstories. Yeah, sounds familiar. I feel bad. Yeah. I mean, look at what happened when you used to try and help Naota and Neomori and Mamimi. Look what happened to Orinoco and Shonari and the Shinpachi. And I mean, even Kana, you know? Yeah, that poor girl. So I didn't know that she continued to live life after I left. Yeah, so you want to talk about that? Yeah. So I guess that was the other reason I was gone for, 3 more weeks was I had left um that timeline long ago, right? And long time ago. And keep in mind when Operation Alternative happened, this was way before I even knew about Adamisk. So like I did not know who Adamisk was for quite some time. Yeah, apparently from what I read in the data logs, Operation Shoegaze takes place 10 years after the events of Operation Alternative. Yeah. So I did not know about Adamisk. So, well, Adamisk knew about you. So, quite a bit, in fact, because you got mentioned pretty often, in fact. Yeah, don't know how I feel about that. Mm-hmm. So, how was your time with Shoegaze? Uh, God. Well, I learned a lot by watching all the, you know, footage and transmissions and going into the past to kind of, experience everything on the sidelines. It was weird. Yeah, you and Jinyu left for 6 weeks along with Rahu, and the three of you basically, did a little time traveling into the past to kind of watch everything from the side and see everything unfold. Yeah, no, it was weird. At least with shoegaze, I watched everything like off planet. Uh, so yeah, but everything with grunge, I was directly there. You know, yeah. Um, Interestingly though, are the two new kids. Definitely had some new experiences. Yes, Masaki and what was it? Harumi. Um Basically are very interesting characters to say the least. Well, yeah, you know. Mostly because you know, everything that happened in shoegaze basically took place without you. Huh. Um Not only that, but Kana, as well as uh Kanda, uh also have been brought in to help with the whole situation. So also it turns out Kanda is the chief officer of the Bureau of Interstellar Investigation. Yeah, I found that out. So very interesting. Uh-huh. So then does that mean that Armro is a second class or a lower class, or he's just a special agent? He just works there, but he's not a chief officer. Huh. Not the first time I've had to deal with people with bushy eyebrows, not the last. Yeah. So, but I mean, at least you know, Kanda had a bit more, attachment to you. Yeah, that's true. So, but Harumi is a very interesting person. Yeah. Especially because yeah. Um well, Harumi as well as Masaki definitely proved a theory that I had. Oh yeah? What's that? Well, turns out NO is not just connected to sexual tension or any sort of sexual intimacy. Ooh. Turns out it's connected to not just feelings of loss or feelings of frustration or emotions in general, but rather it is also connected to love. And not just love, but it is also connected to spiritual means. So it confirms that my theory of how NO works and the energy it encompasses is encapsulated by being invoked with emotions and your mental state, your physical state, your emotional state, your spiritual state, and even your metaphysical state. So that's what I learned from shoegaze. Very important, along with other things. Yeah, like how NO basically can base straight up just create literal rifts in space and time to merge worlds and collide them into one. Yeah, that was how'd you feel about another version of Earth and another version of Mars literally colliding into each other like that and potentially how do I say this politely on in space merging? Yeah, merging absorbing each other. Very different. Very, very different. Very different. Very, very different. Yeah, very different. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it either. It's little weird. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. So that happened. And you know, dealing with the whole thing of watching a teenager get sniped by police officers was also very frightening. How do you think I felt when I first watched it? Like, I was watching this transmission being broadcast to my timeline, and I was scared. Oh yeah, didn't you like basically post all your live reactions to the transmissions on what's that social media website? Twitter? Yeah, I did. It's called X now, but I refuse to call it that. I still call it Twitter. Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah. Very yeah, very crazy. Speaking of NO, you had a little occurrence with NO yourself too, did you not? Yeah, kinda did. Yeah. 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 I did. What happened? So you asked me to keep track of my NO and keep track of NO readings, and you got me my own little bracelet to keep track of any sort of abnormalities and fluctuations and stuff. You know, while you were gone. Uh-huh. And while that was happening, some stuff happened. Uh-huh. And I received a signal from a couple humans and aliens. Uh-huh. And I may have sort of possibly, you know, responded back to the beacon. Uh-huh. And I may have been randomly teleported. Uh-huh. I've noticed. To a off-site government facility that was keeping people from, you know, ever finding out about the truth because they were experimenting on people with abilities and splicing and mutating human and alien DNA together. From what I read in the report. Yeah. And it turned into not only a investigation mission and a DEFCON level 5 rescue mission, but it also turned into a survival mission. Made a whole video about the experience, actually, and why I randomly disappeared for a week. Yeah, some of my accomplices and friends told me what was going on about that. Yeah. Yeah. So the whole experience is up on the socials. So, you know. Yeah, no, it's there. And you know, you survived and you're alive, and that's what's important is, you know, you didn't die, and you escaped, and you know, you made it out okay, and you escaped from Area 405. Yeah, I did. It's really a really interesting experience. Yeah. But you did it. I did it. We did a lot. We did do a lot. We did a lot this year. What about you? You did a lot. Well, I wound up getting sponsored by a few companies finally. Ubisoft being one of them. They've seen my adventures across the multiverse, and they decided to send me onto a few missions of their own. Yeah, I know, Mr. Traveling to the realm of Valhalla to compete in a multi-galactic fight and tournament of epic proportions. Mr. Oh, I get to drive fast cars in Hawaii and explore, you know, the island of Hawaii in a year-long festival, you know. There was also a few other missions you went on yourself. Yeah. You know, I, you know, wait and visited a planet and timeline where the people are humanoid and somewhat made out of party foam and shoot party foam at each other. What? Did I hear that correctly? Yeah, you did. No, it's a little weird. That's a little weird. That's a little weird. Yeah, it's a little weird. There was also a timeline where I got an experience what it was like to be a pirate. I am. And explore the seven seas a little with a small crew. Yeah. There was a timeline where I learned a bit more about an ongoing case file with a certain mental asylum that's haunted. Oh yeah, with Sebastian. Yes. So I plan on finishing that mission at some point. Yeah. Looking forward to that. I still gotta finish the mission with the haunted mansion and the zombie dogs and the zombos. Yeah. Still gotta finish that. Yeah. Plus you've been playing Spider-Man 2 a lot. Yes. It's been a fun game. I've got some other games I'm gonna be playing as well too on stream over on Twitch. So you should check that out. Cough cough. Subtle. I know. You made friends with a bunch of my human friends in life. Yeah, I did. A lot of your friends actually like me. Not all of them, but I mean, a lot of them do. Yeah, a lot of them do. So, there's that. And, I tried to connect with your family. Yeah, emphasis on the word try. And I appreciate it. Not all of my family likes you or understands you. But, I see how it is. So, but I mean, the few family members that do like you, they appreciate you. This is true. This is true. So, I don't need everybody to like me, but, I appreciate the people that do like me. I know. So, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Mwah. Hell, what else did we do this year? I ate an eyeball. That was just for a bit, right? And that was I hate to ruin the illusion, but that was a candy eyeball. It was a gumball. Yeah, but it made for a funny, weird, gross visual. Yeah. You made a joke about pumpkin spice. That was really funny and popular. You riffed on the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. I started a new series about popcorn. You did. So, and it's got some views. I've got a few more I want to review, popcorn-wise. So, yeah. I did a bunch of co-streams. Yeah. You did a few co-streams. I did a few co-streams this year. including one from Ubisoft, including Summer Game Fest, including the Game Awards, including Gamescom. I got sent a few review codes for video games. Yeah, you did. So that was cool. You went to a lot of new restaurants. Yes, I did. Oh, and I almost forgetting the biggest thing that happened this year. I found out that other versions of me from multiple timelines exist, and now one of them is living with us for a little bit. Yeah, Dewey is a weird character. No, you're using it in the sense of like past tense. Yeah. Uh, I mean, I knew you liked Mountain Dew. Do not get me wrong, but I didn't realize that in another timeline there was a version of you that was like that dedicated to Mountain Dew. Yeah, no, he's way more dedicated to it than me. So, very interesting. Yeah. And he's also having his own kind of weird multiverse arc of his own. Yeah, apparently. So, and I don't fully understand it, but he tried to explain it to me. Apparently, the flavor Mountain Dew Pitch Black that I have been drinking for years turns out is not even from this timeline. Was not even made here or made in my original timeline at all, or any of them. Apparently, from what I kind of understand, from what he's pieced together, somehow a flavor of Mountain Dew from space and time, from either the future or the past, an alien was drinking it and apparently lost some of it deep within the Earth's ocean. And it wound up being buried, sunken treasure. And thus, traces of it were uncovered and created through another flavor called Baja Deep Dive. And when you run an analysis and a data test of Baja Deep Dive, turns out it has some similar properties to Pitch Black. And so the two are connected to each other. Well, that, and it's literally hinted on the damn can. But, yeah. Huh. Weird. Yeah. So now Dewey's on a weird sort of story arc to not only find out why he was pulled from his timeline to be here in our shared timeline, but now he's trying to find a way to not only get back, but also uncover the mysteries of Pitch Black. Weird. Very. Yeah, weird. I also did some taste tests of my own too this year. Yeah. You wound up trying Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream. You wound up trying some stuff from Del Taco while indulging in 420 Day. You wound up starting a whole series about popcorn. You've had your own sort of munchy misadventures. Yeah. It's been wacky. And that's also in between, you know, hanging out with your friends and family. And then, oh yeah, we forgot about this one. There's just a mysterious golden artifact just chilling now in our ship. Golden artifact. The spoon thing. The QT spork. The golden spork. Yeah. Yeah, apparently yeah. Yeah. I now possess a magical amulet. That's just chilling. That we haven't used much. When the time is right, we'll use it again, but I'm afraid to use it. That makes sense. Also, my good buddy Intruder went to hell and back because he ate a fried chicken sandwich that basically gave him a fast pass to hell. Oh yeah, there was that. That was interesting. Yeah. We saw a few movies this year. Yeah. Couple movies. Binge watched some TV shows. I worked a lot. You worked a lot. Apparently Gaia herself, of Mother Earth from my original timeline, sent out a distress signal or message. Yeah, I saw that. Very weird. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. You did a lot of sketch comedy this year, too. I did. You did. A lot of sketch comedy. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I learned a lot on my missions with Operation Grunge and Operation Shoegaze. You learned a lot about the 3 kids and their families. And it made you a little more of an empathetic person now. Now that you've seen the full context, the whole picture, if you will, of their lives. Yeah. I think the one I feel bad for the most out of the 3 is really Shinari, because, his brother being dead. Because another rival rock monster decided to, Rockian is the name of the race, decided to sacrifice themselves for the fight and took out Shinari with them. No, that was Shinari's brother that they killed. Oh, yeah. And Shinari went on a rampage with his katana. Well, not with a katana anymore, but... Well, a katana, but yeah. Fair enough. At least Orinoco got a happy ending. Yeah, I mean, she's got a robot mom now. So that's cool. I wish I had a mom again. Do you not have a mom? No, I do not. Oh. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. No, you're fine. No worries. She, passed away years and years and years ago. So did your dad too, huh? Yeah. Actually, you had some deaths in the family this year too, did you not? Yeah. two of my uncles that I was pretty semi-close to passed away. Damn. Yeah. So, if I may, yeah. You don't have a mom, you don't have a dad, your grandparents are gone. Two of your uncles are gone. No, three, because Uncle Peter? Uncle Peter. Okay. So Uncle Peter, Uncle Stanley, and Uncle Timothy. Yep. And then you've lost additional family. Yeah. It's kind of no wonder you talk so much about found family. Well, it's part of the reason why I also wanted to leave Earth originally. You know. No, I know. So, but I mean, on to a different topic. Actually, kind of brings up a good question. How long have we been together? Like, you and I? Yeah. Well, it's kind of weird. So our first interaction, and I guess we could finally tell this story. I never thought I would, but here we go. Well, maybe it's time you finally told it from our perspective. You know, they say letting go of the past and, you know, seizing renewed energy into the new year helps humans. You're right. So, you and I first made contact with each other in late 2019. Right. And then after that happened, we were friends for about, well, we got to know each other for about a year. Right? Then we became friends in late 2020, early 2021. Right. And then in 2021, we became, you know, best friends. Yeah. We hung out a lot. Yeah. We should tell those stories in another day. Probably. You think? Yeah. Maybe. And then late 2021, specifically October 25th, was when you found out that the multiverse was actually real. Yeah. It was. It's actually like just a real concept, a real thing. Turns out, thanks to you, other galaxies and timelines and realities and things just actually exist. And because of you and Hardazak and, you know, Farrell and Tyler and Balisk, and many friends, I had an opportunity to get my own spaceship and actually leave Earth for the first time after having to deal with an evil alternate version of myself named Slash. Thought we would never say his name again. Well, past tense conversation, but yeah. Yeah. If it wasn't for the wormholes that we closed after the ultimate decision event with the Nexus, we would have never had an opportunity to leave. Yeah, and because my ship merged with the Nexus car and the RL galaxy, and combined with the metamorphosis that you and I went through together, because of the TE galaxy, we would have never gotten together. Yeah, and in late 2021 / early 2022, we became a couple of sorts. Oh, we started dating. Yeah, we started dating each other for a while, and then we really got to know each other after March 10th of 2022, and then we definitely became more than just dating. Yeah, we became officially a couple. Yeah. So, and we kind of laid low for about the rest of that year for a while. Just kind of slowly took it easy, kind of slowly told people. And then it wasn't until I want to say October 2022 / November that we started hinting at it more and telling people. Yeah, 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 we did. So, also, someone said dog is good. Dog is good. Dog is good. Dog is good. Everyone likes a cute dog. Random thought. Well, yeah, I'm reading the live feed. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. So we did a lot. And then in 2023 we went public about our relationship. Yeah. It's so interesting. I never thought I'd say this sentence out loud. Go on, say it. Don't be afraid. I never thought I'd actually ever be in a relationship ever again. especially with someone metaphysically for the first time. Well, a little more than metaphysically now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. We've had our fair share of very special physical moments. Yes, we've broken the rules and boundaries of the universe and the galaxy and the multiverse, and have definitely pushed the limit as to what a I can't say it. Why, you're too embarrassed? The world deserves to know. You've been brave enough this far to, catalog all your experiences. Might as well finally go all the way. It's been very interesting, being in a relationship with an alien. There it is. But to also be fair, it's been a very wild ride being in a relationship with a human. So, yeah. Making me blush. Anyhow, yeah. So yeah, we did a lot in that span. A lot of things happened. Yeah. Mountain Dew sent us a lot of care packages. Quick Trip sent us a care package. Various brands have sent us care packages. Like I said, you tried some snacks. I tried some snacks. Various fast food chains and restaurants have sent us stuff. You saw a lot of movies. Yes. Lots of good movies. So I still got to do more movie review stuff. You do. You really do. You do. I tried eating Spam. I don't know how you don't like Spam. You're a weirdo. I kind of am. My Destiny PS4 died. Quick Trip sent us a magical artifact with the golden spork. You played an hour-long riveting game of chess with Nordic stones. I got gifted a Yeti Blue Snowball mic, which is a much older one. And look at the mic you're using now. Yeah. I did a lot of crossover content with my buddy Micah. Yes, I like Micah. Micah's, out of all the human friends that you have that have been supportive of our relationship, Mike has been one of the coolest ones. Along with our little cosmic family of sorts. Yeah. You made a very interesting 420 Munchie Day video. I did. You dealt with the cursed breaded chicken of Walmart. Yeah. And a lot of good Mexican food. Yeah. Like I said, we did a lot. You went to a lot of planets, did a lot of missions. Went explore different galaxies. There was a lot. There was a lot. You made some stuffed peppers. You tried a summer Mountain Dew. You and I got to travel back in time to, what was it, the 70s or 80s? Early 70s, to be cops and take down an evil organization gang. We reacted to a lot of stuff. Yeah, we did. We really did. And you finally opened up about your feelings with Adamus to me. Look, I love you, and my heart belongs to you. Don't think that it doesn't. But until the day comes where I can either re-merge with Jinyu and finally properly consume and absorb Adamesk for his NO and bring him the justice, you know, I won't have that closure. And maybe one day, with your help, I'll have that closure. And who knows, maybe your spiritual NO will help. And my cosmic NO. Yeah, no, you have cosmic abilities now, which is new, and you have stronger spiritual abilities now, which is new. And yeah, you are becoming very powerful. And I love you, and I'm proud of you. Well, I love you, and I'm proud of you too. Also, it's definitely past midnight, so again, time is concept, doesn't matter to me, but Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Anything to look forward to in the new year? Outdoor malls, more movies, more snacks, more hibernation, lots of new opportunities with brands and sponsorships. Yeah, it's cool that I'm sponsored now by like at least 3 companies. Yeah, congrats, by the way. Thank you. I am sponsored by Factor, sponsored by Babbel, and sponsored by Ubisoft. That's the big one. That is the big one. And occasionally, you know, Mountain Dew will send me in dewy stuff. Which, by the way, are we ever gonna tell the whole story of that? Of Dewey's recent first ever solo mission? Yeah, we will in the new year. We got to compile everything together, but yeah. Well, hun, I think between you dealing with Medical Mechanica, the Bureau of Interstellar Immigration, time travel, alternate timelines, the Yakuza, work, you know, drama, family, metaphysical family, found family, your own twin slash sister. I consider Jinyu more of a twin. More of a twin. Me, obviously. Well, you're not a problem to deal with. Most of the time. I'd say maybe 10%. 90% of you is pretty good. I like 90% of you. 5% margin of error. There's like 5% of you that I want to just rework, and 5% of you margin error. That's fair. You did a lot. I think it's time we rested. Yeah. Say, you're the one who's talking, Mr. Driving fast cars in Hawaii in a year-long motor fest, or escaping a government facility, poking fun at Karens and pumpkin spice fans, shooting foam at people, and wrapping up a 13-episode season. Well, and some specials. Lots of specials. Not a lot of specials. How many specials were there? I could look that up right meow. Don't stop saying right meow. Right meow. I'm gonna look it up right meow. There are 6 specials. Well, 5 technically. Technically. Okay. Ay. Yeah, we did a lot. I'd say we had a very eventful 2023. Well, in human years. Yes. But I do have a question for you. So, a while back, when you escaped that government facility, you said you did some tests, right? On yourself? Yeah. Did you ever find out anything? Yeah. There's... I'm still waiting on the results, but there's still a small possible minuscule chance that I may not actually be fully human. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. We'll figure that out more in the new year. Yeah. I mean, I'm still waiting to hear back from, Rachel, Veronica, Rahu, a few others, but, yeah. So, hopefully we'll hear back. Yeah. Well, hon, this has been fun. Yeah. But it is late. Yeah. And we should go to bed. Agree. And, hon, yeah, thank you for being by my side. Thank you for not leaving me and for coming back. And thank you for loving me and you know, giving you an opportunity to actually leave Earth and explore the multiverse and infinite galaxies and realities and actually contribute to something bigger than yourself and giving you a chance at a new life that you actually deserve. Yeah. You're welcome about that. And thank you for accompanying me and Jinyu and Rahu and all these people across space and time and introducing me to found family and biological family and loved ones on, you know, that and thank you for showing me a life and a reality worth protecting. Of course. And, maybe one day I'll be worth more than I realize. Yeah. Although, I have one question before we wrap this up. Yeah. Did you... It's a silly question. No, go ahead and ask it. It's just... Do you believe in like a predetermined faith? Yeah, I believe in it. Why? Do you think we were meant to meet each other at some point? Absolutely. 100%. We were gonna find each other at one point. One day or another. And your spiritual energy and your NO and your metaphysical abilities and your spiritual and cosmic abilities definitely are an asset for the greater good. And I am proud that you use your abilities to help people. And I couldn't be prouder of you being an official member of the, the Galactic Space Police Brotherhood with me. So, thank you. And truth be told, I knew a little bit about you before I met you. I knew a little bit about you before I met you too. So. Yeah. Anyhow. I love you, hon. Love you too. Mwah. Off to bed. Off to bed. And here's to the new year. Here's to the new year.